Okay, you consider yourself a Hull band, but what do you love most about performing in Hull?
The thing about Hull for us and performing in Hull is just the fact that it's so warm a reception here. It feels like a community. I guess when we go to London, which we do a lot, or when we tour around the UK, sometimes it's more about looking cool and being just in the crowd, sort of, oh, I was there, whereas in Hull, there isn't, those barriers aren't there. I think everyone generally...
People look like they're enjoying it more, don't they? Rather than sort of people going in the corner when you're going like crazy on stage and they're like...
Yeah.
In Hull, people get a bit more involved.
Kind of like the fake quiet claps.
Yeah, yeah. You're thinking what you're doing, you're at like a gig. But then, yeah.
It's the whole thing about Hull is that it is a community, I think, so... and that's the reception you get, or that's the feeling you get, so I guess it feels very warm when you play here.
Do you feel you perform differently, home to away?
I don't think we perform differently, because we'd like to say that we perform constantly everywhere, but there is a special sort of feeling when you do it in Hull, especially like, I mean, recently headlining Freedom Festival and playing Trinity Festival. We've had, you can tell there's a certain like thing in the air. I don't know what it is, but there is something, and I think, you know, it just makes you feel proud from being from this city, I guess.
Do you think there's a kind of brand developing in Hull's music scene?
I think it's definitely getting a lot stronger with the arrival, especially of the culture tag as well, and rightfully so, but I think it's always been strong here. Just I think the culture tag has opened up directed people's attention towards the city, and therefore things will flourish. But there is a lot of great stuff happening in Hull.
Yeah. And obviously recently you played the iconic Hull venue alongside Black Delta Movement and Kaiser Chiefs. How would you describe that experience?
The Adelphi 30 gig was just an honour to be a part of. I mean, everything we've done this summer in Hull has been, I say it a lot in recent interviews, that it has felt genuinely been an honour to do everything, but I guess for the Adelphi 30, because of its history and its sort of background here, I mean, it has Hull in its DNA and its brickwork. It was just something to be, like, when we got the opportunity, I think Kaiser Chiefs asked us to play with them, and we were like, well, yeah, we're definitely going to do it, and obviously because it's Adelphi, it means something to us. I mean, we rehearse behind Adelphi, so we're there every week. So I guess a part of it's in our music.
November's obviously taken up pretty much entirely with your tour. What are you most looking forward to?
Just getting on the road. I think we love gigging, and then when they're back to back like that,
it's different, isn't it?
It is a lot different. The adrenaline is almost double. You're tired, but as soon as you've played, you're back out again. And it's
Is there any like tension or like band politics, or do you kind of get on really well as much as you do when you...
No, we've never had a band fight ever.
No.
Ever, have we?
No, we don't fall out about anything.
Like, obviously we're brothers, but like we don't even fight with the other two members either. So.
I know a lot of bands I know, when they tend to go on tour, you find that if there is any cracks in the band, or if there's any like, you know, flaws in the relationships, it all comes out then, because you're in a van together quarters. And you're with each other 24/7, and you can't really get away from that. So I think it either cements you, or it's like make or break situation.
Yeah. Well, I think especially in the case of Life, I mean, we're just four best friends. Yeah.
We've
known each other for a long time. We have the same goals.
Yeah.
In previous bands, we have experienced sort of ruptures, but like not with this unit. We all look out for each other, and we'd do anything for each other. Like, so I think that comes across in our music as well, and that's probably why we're so confident.
Mm. Do you take on different roles while you're on tour or as part of the band? Other than obviously the musical roles.
I don't know, I think we do. It's like, I sometimes feel like I'm the man with the plan.
You're the plan man. I'm the lazy guy asleep in the back of the band. I don't know whether that's a role officially, but
I think it is.
I've taken that on board.
I'll have the itinerary of where we need to go next, where we have to check in, what we have to do, and then I guess Loz and Rich are sort of like the guys who get us there.
Rich
They share
is-
the driving.
Rich is financial as well. He tots all the.
He does have
Money,
money.
yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd spend it.
Yeah.
And in our last interview with Browse, you mentioned that things might be happening in the USA. Can we get anything extra on that?
I don't know if we're actually allowed to say out.
No.
All I can say is I think, there will be at some point live music available in the USA officially. Probably January. Something like that. We don't know much yet.
Yeah, we don't know the ins and outs of what.
I mean, I think just generally it's exciting for us at the moment. We've got a lot of different things going on. The tour being one of them. And tomorrow we go down to London again for what's another, well, it's pretty much sold out. I think they've just released some walk-in tickets, but you know, that's a big event for us to go down to the capital and do a big show again. Just shows that hard work pays off sometimes.
Yeah.
An album, that's on the cards.
Yeah, definitely an album. I think we recorded in London 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks ago, some new material, just after Freedom Fest actually. And did a couple of songs, and they're being mastered as we speak, so one of those will probably be will be leaked sort of January time, and then a view to a bigger body of work in 2015, sort of Aprilish.
So where would you expect, maybe, like the band to be in 12 months' time?
12 months' time. Well, still around.
Yeah. Alive.
Now, I think
Full of life.
as long as we're just like gigging and doing stuff, I mean, that's all that we'll...
Hopefully we'll have just had another good summer. Like, this summer's been pretty mind-blowing, I think, for how young as a band we are, that with, you know, playing together and as live. We've done loads of things that I wouldn't have thought we'd have done, you know, so hopefully just build on that in 12 months' time.
Getting some good, even better festivals. I mean,
Leeds
we've
and
done
Glasgow would be
we
nice.
did a lot of the smaller satellite ones, so the Kendall Callings, your Boardmasters, and then we did like Live at Leeds, Dot to Dot Festival, all the sort of like little city ones that have a lot of the buzzy bands. But next year, I think hopefully we look to gain stuff like Glasgow, Leeds and Reading.
Yeah.
That's where I'd like us to be in 12 months, sort of like this time next summer, being like, well, we've just finished the big ones.
Do you think it'd be like kind of on an introducing stage, or are you looking to be like a bit bigger than that?
We would take
We'll
introducing.
take
There's
anything,
nothing wrong with introducing. I think
Yeah.
the introducing stage is where you often find some of the better acts.
It's a good way into it as well, isn't it? If you're not already.
It's a great way into it, and we would take anything really, any stage. So any stage is good for us.
Can I just ask you one more quick question about the USA thing? Is your current releases then, are they only available in this territory? Are they not worldwide or not in the USA?
I'm not sure how iTunes works properly, but I'm pretty sure it's only around in Europe and England, is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it more to do with like somebody?
But you can only get our
taking your
physical
stuff
hard
over
copies
there?
in it.
Yeah,
in
there'll be a physical thing. It'll most likely it'll be sort of on a different label, if you see what I mean. So it'll be on an American-based thing. We don't know the full ins and outs of it, but that'll
So
be
it's
the
more
difference.
like a structural kind of thing,
Yeah.
then, yeah.
So like at the minute you can get Money and Crawling on vinyl, and Take Off Reviews just online at the minute in the UK, but it'll be something
similar over there.
over
Okay,
there.
cool. Yeah.
And that's all we know really.
Yeah.
I've seen the Money and the Crawling vinyl. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we've got that, and I Want to Forget, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
that's
That's
it.
everything. That's brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.